What if a 19-year-old teen, mocked by a judge in court, stunned everyone by revealing himself as a genius attorney in disguise, flipping a hopeless case into a shocking victory no one saw coming? In a crowded courtroom in Chicago, 19-year-old Jalen Dawson stood at the defendant's table, his hands sweaty and his worn hoodie a stark contrast to the polished suits filling the room. Charged with theft after a mix-up at a local store, he faced a judge who smirked, a prosecutor ready to win, and evidence that seemed to lock him in guilt, security footage and witness statements stacked against him. Jalen, raised by a single mom in a tough neighborhood where opportunities were scarce, had no lawyer. His public defender had quit, leaving him to face the trial alone. The judge, a stern man named Judge Harris with gray hair and a sharp tongue, leaned forward, his voice laced with sarcasm. "You think you can handle this, kid?" The courtroom chuckled, expecting a quick defeat, but Jalen's calm brown eyes hid a secret. He'd spent countless nights studying law books from the public library, teaching himself the rules of justice. His mom sat in the back, her hands clasped, praying for her son who'd always fought to rise above their struggles. The air was thick with tension, the prosecutor shuffling papers with confidence, while Jalen stood tall, his heart pounding but his mind sharp. The judge banged his gavel, starting the proceedings, unaware that this young defendant carried a brilliance that would soon turn the tables. The room buzzed with whispers, spectators betting on his fall, but Jalen's quiet determination hinted at something unexpected, a moment that would shift the trial's course and stun everyone present. Little did they know, this was the beginning of a story where a mock teen would challenge the system, all sparked by his resolve to prove his innocence with nothing but his own knowledge. As the trial began in the Chicago courtroom, the prosecutor rose, presenting security footage and witness statements that painted Jalen Dawson as guilty, the evidence appearing ironclad. Judge Harris rolled his eyes, muttering under his breath, "This won't take long." While the room buzzed with anticipation, expecting a swift verdict against the 19-year-old in his worn hoodie. But Jalen stood tall, his hands steady despite the pressure, and requested to question the witnesses himself, a right he knew from his late-night studies of borrowed law books. The judge chuckled, granting permission with a mocking wave, thinking it a desperate move, while the prosecutor smirked, confident in his case. Jalen's voice was clear as he approached the first witness, a store clerk, his sharp questions revealing a mismatch in the footage timestamps, causing the clerk to stumble. The crowd hushed, the prosecutor's frown deepening, as Jalen pointed out a camera glitch the police had overlooked, his words precise and learned from years of self-education. His mom, watching from the back, gripped her seat, pride mixing with nerves, while the judge's smirk began to fade, the tension thick in the air. Jalen's bold stand shifted the room's mood, his confidence growing with each step, though he remained unaware of the full impact. The prosecutor shuffled papers, uneasy, as spectators leaned forward, sensing something extraordinary unfolding. The morning light streamed through the windows, casting shadows that mirrored the cracks forming in the prosecution's argument, setting the stage for a stunning turnaround. Little did Judge Harris know, this young defendant's courage was about to challenge the courtroom's expectations, turning a mock moment into a battle of wits that would leave everyone speechless. With the courtroom in Chicago buzzing with tension, Jalen Dawson pressed forward, his voice steady as he dismantled the prosecution's case with a brilliance that stunned the room. He cross-examined the store clerk again, exposing a bias that skewed the witness's story, his questions sharp and rooted in legal precedents he memorized from library books. Judge Harris's face tightened, his initial mockery replaced by a growing shock, as Jalen uncovered a loophole in the evidence chain, proof that the security footage had been tampered with, a detail the police had missed. The audience gasped, leaning forward in their seats, while the prosecutor fumbled, his confidence crumbling under Jalen's relentless logic. Jalen's mom, tears in her eyes, watched from the back, her heart swelling with pride for the son who taught himself to fight. When Judge Harris asked, "Who taught you this?" Jalen replied simply, "Myself." His tone firm yet humble, revealing years of self-education. The room erupted in murmurs, the teen's genius unfolding like a hidden treasure, forcing the judge to reconsider his early scorn. The prosecutor demanded a recess, his papers scattered, while Jalen stood tall, unaware of the full weight of his achievement. The morning sun cast a dramatic light through the high windows, highlighting the shift from mockery to respect, as the court realized this was no ordinary defendant. Jalen's intellect, honed in the quiet of his neighborhood, had turned the trial into a showcase of resilience, setting the stage for a twist that would rewrite the day's outcome. The judge's gavel paused midair, the air thick with anticipation, as Jalen's unveiling promised to challenge the system and inspire a legacy no one saw coming. After the recess in the Chicago courtroom, the prosecutor returned, his confidence shaken as he struggled to rebuild his case against Jalen Dawson. Jalen, standing firm in his worn hoodie, presented a motion to dismiss, his arguments backed by legal precedents he'd mastered alone, his voice clear and unshakable. Judge Harris, his initial smirk long gone, reviewed the evidence with a new seriousness, the tampered footage now a glaring flaw that Jalen had exposed with his genius. The room held its breath as the judge deliberated, the tension palpable, until he struck the gavel, declaring the case dismissed with a firm "The defendant is free." The courtroom erupted, spectators clapping and cheering, while the prosecutor slumped, defeated by a 19-year-old's intellect. Jalen's mom rushed forward, tears streaming as she hugged him, her pride overflowing, and news cameras zoomed in, the story of a teen genius spreading like wildfire. Judge Harris approached, offering a handshake and a recommendation to law school, his respect earned through Jalen's unexpected victory. The young man, overwhelmed but steady, accepted, his mind already turning to the future. Inspired, he began tutoring neighborhood kids in law basics, turning his talent into a gift for others, while the city buzzed with his name. The unexpected win marked a turning point, proving one voice could challenge an unjust system, and Jalen's confidence grew as he saw the impact. His mom smiled through her tears, proud of the son who'd risen from their struggles, while the judge, humbled, promised to review other cases more carefully. The courtroom, once a place of mockery, became a symbol of Jalen's triumph, setting a legacy that would inspire beyond that day, all sparked by a teen's courage to speak up. Today, Jalen Dawson, now 24, stands as a respected attorney in Chicago, his courtroom victories inspiring a new generation, while his mom beams from the front row, her pride a quiet strength. He founded a free legal clinic for underprivileged youth, his story a beacon that has helped hundreds navigate the system, and Judge Harris, retired but wise, mentors him, their bond a testament to growth from that fateful trial. One sunny afternoon, as Jalen teaches a class at the clinic, a student asks about the day he beat the odds, and he smiles. "It showed me the law can work for everyone if we fight." His journey ends here, a powerful tale of resilience and intellect, inspiring all ages to speak up against injustice. The courtroom where he was mocked is now a memory, replaced by the clinic's walls adorned with his early case notes, a lesson in fairness taught to every visitor. Jalen's mom shares stories of his late-night studies, her tears of joy mixing with hope, while the city honors him with a community award, proving genius can rise from the toughest roots. His legacy touches every heart, showing that a single voice, armed with knowledge, can reshape a system. As he closes the clinic for the day, the past of doubt and struggle fades, leaving a united community inspired by his courage. The story closes with a message that justice thrives when the overlooked stand tall, uniting people across divides. His laughter with students lingers in the air, a testament to the teen who turned mockery into a movement, ending with a legacy of empowerment that shines brighter than any gavel's strike. If this inspiring story moved you, like, comment, and share it with others. Subscribe to Human Fables for more powerful tales that uplift and motivate.